42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Gainwell. He'll manage only a couple. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A run with Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, Gainwell. And he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
Right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Here's Darius Davis to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Herbert going to throw on this 1st play. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He was trying to get that to Najee Harris.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
To go.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. Scotty Miller deep to return. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 49-yard line.
Start on the ground, and he'll get back to the scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
That's complete. Calvin Austin. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
It's a gain of 17
And this is what can happen
yards.
when you're so worried
First
about
down,
protecting the
Pittsburgh.
sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football. And they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a big one for the Chargers. 39 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Set. Set.
Now a play fake. Herbert pushed out to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set. 380. What is it?
Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he's in. Amarian Hampton. Touchdown, L.A. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
It's metal brain corrodes.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Miller now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Denzel Perryman. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd down and 9. Here comes a toss, right. Here comes Johnson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Third and 11. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. This returnable from inside is on 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Pass caught right side by Parker. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, L.A.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action now, Herbert. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second down, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Try to run for it with Harris. First down and more inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down when he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They'll run with Harris. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Hampton will take this one into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment. They're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
Miller now to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson. A gain there of 15. That's a Steeler first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Another run here with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A run here with Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Well, anytime you dial up a draw, Mike, you have the defensive line and the linebackers accounted for. Who you don't have is any of the secondary defenders. It's a perfectly timed secondary safety blitz. He's able to get in the backfield and stop this play before it even had a chance to get started.
And they'll finally run him down when he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. First down throw there is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Steelers 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert now on first down. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. On first down, Herbert. He's going to air this one out. Is hot, and he will go all the way. Touchdown Chargers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Miller now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down for Aaron. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Rodgers now. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got two options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. Unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Whoa! And he's in! Touchdown Steelers. His second touchdown of this first half.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone. They come away with a touchdown.
So we're at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
59, black 80, black. Really?
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. That is left side and taken in by Allen. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Now Herbert again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Set. Set.
Throwing again, Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
In punt formation.
The Chargers get set to kick it away as he's on to punt for the second time. Return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
On first down, right back to Johnson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They put Wilson in motion. On play action, Rodgers. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Gain of 6 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return, here comes Davis. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the glow. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of C-zones. Turning money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these, got bro coming slow.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Herbert. Forced out wide, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. That's the 4th time All-Pro T.J. Watt getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Herbert. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Here comes a return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Again, and here's Johnson. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Benjamin St. Just there on the tackle.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the ground, it's the tight end.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now it's Johnson.
Number 22, the ball carrier. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll go again with Johnson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. And Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
But it's 4th down.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. His kick is good. He got it. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Kappa. Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast, and by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before we get any returns banked up.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 29.
This is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. Pick up 14 on that ball. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hampton. And he's close to the goal line. Took a big shot at the end. But he indeed will have them set up for first and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Set. Ready.
They'll run with Hampton. And he's into the end zone yet again. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
We've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The master of play action, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
And they got the look they were looking for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact. And I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second down, Rodgers. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good rush to body him up and set up a third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Taken in, and he's going to have the Steelers first down by a good couple of yards as they will indeed get the conversion there on fourth down and 10.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
They'll drop to throw. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second and 6 coming up. Rodgers going up top again. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. Now, first and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. We'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Here's Darius Davis from his end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's out past the 30th. And out of bounds. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. 2 timeouts. Still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Throwing. Herbert. Going for it all. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. 1 final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. And this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in.